And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Second down and 3. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it. Even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
in the Yale Bowl,
right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
To throw again is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson steps away, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And out across midfield down to the 45.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 82 yards. And the Bengals on one play have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Jackson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Jackson now steps away to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
this. 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 26 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them up.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But you know,
he's going deep for Brown. And that will... From the gun, Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the